Once upon a time, in a far-away village, there lived a wealthy farmer named Adamu. His land stretched farther than the eyes could see, and his storeroom overflowed with grain and livestock. And despite all his wealth and success, Adamu was never satisfied. He had many wives, more than any man in the village, but his heart was ruled by greed. No matter how much he had, he always wanted more. One day, Adamu heard of a girl named Marika, said to be the most beautiful maiden in the village. Her beauty was legendary. Her hair shining like gold in the sunlight, and her eyes were as clear and bright as the clearest summer sky. Every man in the village admired her, but no one dared ask for her hand in marriage. For Marika was known to be wise beyond her age, and has turned down many suitors, preferring a quiet life by the forest edge. But Adamu, blinded by his desire for the finest things, decided that Marika would be his next wife. He approached her with lavish gifts, golden necklaces, silken dresses, and a promise of wealth beyond her wildest dream. "Marry me, Marika," Adamu declared proudly. "I am the wealthiest man in the land. You will have everything you could ever desire. No woman will ever be as lucky as you if you agree to be my wife." She rejected his proposal and told him she would prefer to be on her own, as she will never wishes to be anyone's bride. Adamu will always come to her hut every day, and will always bring with him lots and lots of gifts, and she will turn him away. But one day, after many failed visits, Marika looked at him with her deep shiny eyes and smiled greatly. "I will marry you, Adamu," she said, "but on one condition. You must never come to my room during the full moon. On those nights, I must be alone." Adamu, eager to claim her as his prize, agreed without a second thought. What was one strange condition when he was about to marry the most beautiful girl in the village? They were wed in a grand ceremony, and Marika moved into Adamu's house, which now held more wives than rooms. Despite his many wives, Adamu's attention was now solely on Marika, for he had never seen anyone so radiant, so beautiful. Months passed, and every day Adamu marveled at Marika's beauty, and this fueled hatred from his other wives. But as the days go by, his fields grew greener, his crops more abundant, and his wealth seems to multiply in her presence. Yet every month, when the full moon rises, Marika would disappear into her locked room, and Adamu was forbidden from following her. At first, he was contented to ignore this strange habit, but as time went on, his curiosity and his greed began to grow. Why should there be a secret he wasn't allowed to uncover? Wasn't Marika his wife? And didn't all that she had belong to him? One night, as the full moon bathed the land in silver light, Adamu's greed overwhelmed him. Ignoring Marika's warning, he crept towards the door and peeped through the crack. What he saw made his heart stop. There under the moonlight was not Marika, but a great white wolf. Its fur gleamed under the moon's light, and his eyes, the same deep shining eyes as Marika's, sparkled with the same wisdom and beauty. Adamu gasped, stepping back in shock, but it was too late. The wolf had seen him. In an instant, the creature transformed back into Marika. Her expression filled with sorrow. "You have broken your promise, Adamu," she said with her voice heavy with sadness. "I was not like the others. I was a spirit of the wild, a guardian of the forest, sent to bless every human around me. But your greed has destroyed everything." Adamu, trembling, tried to explain. "I only wanted to know the truth," he stammered. "I love you, Marika, and I wanted all of you to belong to me." Marika shook her head. "You did not understand love, Adamu. You are ruled by your greed, always wanting more, never satisfied with what you have. Your wealth is vast, but your heart is empty." With those words, Marika began to fade, her body dissolving into the moonlight. "You will never see me again," she whispered, "and your greed will be your undoing." True to her words, Marika disappeared that night, leaving Adamu's house colder and emptier than it had ever been. From that day forward, his fortune began to decline. His crops failed, his livestock grew sick, and his many wives, seeing his downfall, left him one by one. The wealth that had once been the envy of the village crumbled to dust, and soon Adamu was left with nothing but his empty land and the memory of the woman he had lost. In his loneliness, Adamu came to understand the lesson Marika has tried to teach to him too late. His greed has driven away the very thing that could have brought him true happiness. No amount of wealth, no number of wives could fill the void in his heart. His greed has consumed him, and in the end, it has left him with nothing. From that day on, the villagers spoke of Adamu as a warning. His story became a tale passed down through generations, a reminder that those who are never satisfied with what they had will always find themselves empty in the end. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.